It's Char from Char's Fashion Nation. And if you would like to see how I made this most cutemus stuffy, then just keep on watching. As you all know, I have been working on the limbs for this most cutemus toy lately, right? So this morning I got the front legs finished. I've got the other hind leg finished. So you guys know I have this like this. I just think that's so cutemus. Oh my gosh, that just gets more cutemus by the day. Don't ask me why, it just does. So what I have right here, you guys might be wondering, you're like, aren't you missing something important? Absolutely, it's the body. And I've got most of this sewn already because I didn't want to take up a lot of your time because there'll be some stuffing going on here. It's like stuffing a Thanksgiving turkey, but I think I would rather stuff a quail or a duck. That's traditional for Native American. Is oh, and if you wonder, the jewelry, it's a very super simple piece, very light, very comfortable. Is something that you can wear. It's just that super simple, and I love it. I love super simple pieces of jewelry on some days. On other days I will just go like almost full on disco bling. Disco. So what I would normally do here is just take the scissors, because I need to actually do this on part of this. Just take the scissors. Now remember, when you're doing stuff like this, expect to have a lot of kickback fuzz from faux fur. And who do I have playing in the background over here? Jessica Vargas. Yes, this sweetie that I'm sewing this for her new baby. Yes, that baby's gonna be so spoiled from Auntie Char. So when you go to clip this, make sure that you're not clipping too close, like here where I accidentally did, because that can happen, but that can always be resewn, absolutely. But like I said, try to make sure that you're not, because when you go to turn this right side out like this, just to check it, what you need to do now is check and see if there's any holes accidentally from that, because all you have to do is restitch it, just flip it inside out again, and then this will go on the machine and leave a little gap open. Now when I go to leave that little gap open, I'm actually going to sew on the tail, turning it right side out, so you know what that means. Now at this point, when we go to do this, what I want you to do is take this part and fold it over on the back right here, and if you can't get it to go, remember, take this, because this fabric is a bit stretchy and you can do that. Now at this point, we're almost to the point where I will leave an opening for this. The body itself, it doesn't really take much. You just have to make sure everything's aligned and sewn together. Otherwise you end up with gappy things, and well, we don't like gappy things. Now remember, we're going to turn this right side out, and this is where we have the empty stuffy body. And we have a choice here, because I have it at a certain point. We can either go ahead and hand stitch the tail here. Yes, because that kind of looks like that shape, or make it so that it sits up. which is why I actually made the hind quarter legs where if I want to, I can stitch that down to make it like this so it's sitting on its tushnet. So getting into that part, you guys know I have a lot of fabric scrap from a lot of projects. Duh! I had some really good food today and it's like, oh, do I want to nap or do I want to? No, I gotta finish this. So I'll just take like the memories. Now remember, I call my fabric scraps memories from other sewing projects. So here's a memory going in here. That is exactly what I call it, is my fabric scraps. I call them memories of other projects. So take those memories and stuff. So it can be any size scrap that you think that you may not have a use for. Now I have a whole bunch just sitting here, and you know, from pants, from making stuffy clothes, from just an array of all sorts of projects that I had done. And so far it looks like we're going to end up with that body that's kind of shaped like this, like a crescent. So what that means is we have some options here. Now this can be where the head sits, and this is where we take it off for the tail end of it all and put those legs there, or we put them there. But we will figure that out as soon as... Now that I've got this stuff, look, we even have the memories of that shirt, right? Or I should say shirts, plural. I did find my tank top. But look at this. Now we have a body shape. Isn't that wonderful? Now what we do with this is we figure out at which end we want the head and at which end do we want these hind quarter legs. So let me tuck in a memory of making this, and the blanket and everything else. Like, where do we want these legs? Isn't that adorable? That's so adorable. That's adorable. So I actually wanted to bring you guys down here just a little bit better because I know up here it can be hard to see it. And so yes, now this is the stage where we figure out where do we really want the head and the legs, because like I said, this is a hind quarter, so I can literally take that hind quarter leg, bunch it like this, right? And then do we want this like this so that that hind quarter leg sits right about there? Or do we want the hind quarter leg to sit right about here? Or do we want this hind quarter? Because we want this to sit up, because there's enough right here, and I will show you this, for the front paw to be right about there. That's cute. That's cute by itself right there. Well, obviously we have to add the head. And for that, the head would be right about here. Yes! Oh my God. Guys, isn't that cute? Oh my gosh. Yes. Oh, it's time to sew this together now that we have it figured out. So this is the tushy, and this is where we're putting that adorable little head. Oh, Jessica Burgess, in which I'm still playing your video. I hope that you're gonna love this for your baby, because look, it's winking at you saying, how you doing? Um, yes, it is. I don't know. I'm seriously on the fence. Do I want to sew buttons on this? Let me grab some buttons real quick. Yeah, if you guys know me, that's her outro. If you guys know me, I have a plethora of buttons in different shades, which is great. This is going to be great for this. I'm just going to let that go to her next video. I told her I would let her videos play. I have an array of sizes that I can put on, but I don't want them too big, and I don't want them too small. So one thing a person can do is take a bigger button in the shade, right? And I'm going to show you this. Put that there, and then stack a smaller button right in the center as soon as I can find one. So the thing is, with me having small buttons, I might have a button smaller than this. Some of these are 4, so that means when you go to line that up, you literally have to make sure that that is so center. And then put it on the stuffy like that. I don't know. I think I might just want a solid button. And one that would just basically be like that. I think I like that solid look a lot better than anything. I don't know what you think, but we'll grab 2 of those and put solid button. Wait, oh, that's smaller than the other one. Just one of those funny days. Okay, solid button. And now it's like a choice between which one, this one or this one. And I think I'd rather go with 4 because that holds stronger, if you know what I mean. So we go with that and put that there. And we can definitely take a small button, button who's got the buttons. And then we could take a small one and just pop it right on there for the nose if we want to. Now this is the point where I want to still leave the back of the head open because I'm going to now stitch down the eyes and clean up the rest of this fuzz off of here because that's kind of funny. So let me get those stitched on. Now what I want you to realize when you do this, you may be sacrificing the ends of your phalanges, so be very careful when you're bringing that through the back of the head because you might really jab the craples out of your fingers. Now, I did take out some of the stuffing in the back because we're doing the eyes, and when you're doing this, you have to be like essentially careful, very, very essentially careful, because you already know where you want to place that eye, which is great. And now what you want to do is just stitch this on like you would stitch on any button. Catch it instead of going all the way back through. Just catch that, pull it, and just catch it back under. You're going to want to turn that so you have it correctly, and that'll be done momentarily. Okay, this is what it's like with that little button sewn on right here. Oops, excuse me, my dinner's talking. Made some amazing spicy pork. So, oh my God, isn't that still just the most cutest thing? Now this is the part where I reshape the face after both buttons are on. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad I decided to put the buttons on. This is so much more adorable. Oh. And now this is the point where we can actually shape the face. I don't think I want to put a button on for the nose. I think I just want to shape out that nose. That's why I'm using a bamboo knitting needle instead of a metal one. A metal one might actually pierce the fabric, and we don't want that. So yes, it's very critical to actually shape the Stuffy's face. Oh my gosh, yes. That's just, oh, isn't that so just, oh, I get excited. I do. I get excited, and I can admit that. Like I said, sometimes I amaze myself. So I'm going to stitch the back of the head, get the head stitched on here because I have to stitch this part shut. And like, yes, if you look right here, that matches. This was meant to be like this. That matches. Oh, oh, he knew. Here's the head all completed, and I made a little neck on it on purpose because when I go to sew it there, I want to be able to have that a specific way for this toy. I am so happy, so happy. Yes, I am so happy that I decided to play with the faux fur and even make a toy. And like I said, the tail, sit that down and grab the tail. The tail, my friends, will go right here. That'll be on the tail end of things. That's still so cute. It's like this little tail can just wrap around, you know. I'm gonna stitch the tail down like extra tight on there so it won't rip away. Any of the parts I put on this will be put on super tight, and so they will not rip away. The other way I could do that, of course, is to add a button onto each piece to hold it down even tighter. It's called a weight, button weight. A lot of old toys used to be made with button weights, I'll tell you that much. And the handmade ones especially used to be made with the button weight back in the day. The other thing I can do with this is take it like this with the seam down and then just stitch on like that. And any of this, again, faux fur, right? And then just go ahead and tautly stitch that together. Yes, yes. Oh, quick note, I just called Claire's and asked them a question, and next month I'm gonna get the ears re-pierced like up higher so that I don't have to worry about earrings hanging too low. Although I don't mind them hanging like this, I will leave these earring holes for obvious reasons because I love jewelry. But let me get the parts sewn on. And don't forget, when you go to thread a needle, make sure that you have a skin softener, because even when working with faux fur, like I said yesterday, you need to keep your skin really moisturized because your skin can go really super dry. That's why, yes, I use my Sin City soaps and candles products. They are amazing. I mean, like sometimes my skin will get kind of crusty, kind of busty, and start to chap. Now, I get chapped skin, and it does get a little ashy on the knuckle, but you know, since I've been using the Sin City soaps and candles, like I've said in other videos, I stopped using Bath and Body Works. Tell you the truth, they're better, and they make very quality products. So you know, I will leave them right here with Jessica. Absolutely, right here. I love playing her videos. She's so like very, very cheery, even though it's like her baby bump has dropped and it's getting hard for her to breathe. I've been noticing this. she's all in that labored breathing stage of her pregnancy. So, you poor dear, I do remember that back in the day when I was with with my children. It can be very tasking. And not all little boys and little girls sit in the same place. Some of us, like myself, my boys sat right here. My girls sat low. Not everybody has that. So anyway, I'm gonna get that needle rethreaded. And there is no dreaded, because another important thing to have near your sewing area is jewelry tools, because you can get a little sweaty when working with this, and you may actually need that to grip it as you're bringing it through this section. I have no idea who this person is. I have no idea who that person is. Not to make it sound rude, she really didn't seem that interesting. I don't know. Like some people on YouTube, they're very interesting with their makeup and everything. Then there's people that, yeah, it's a little lackluster. Okay, so when you have that, now I gotta refind it. That is something that can happen. Yeah, I believe somewhere out there on the internet they actually sell a colorful needle, so it makes it hard. Look at that so far. I've got that on there, and like the only thing I'm needing to do is just sew it down so perfectly. And I know I will have to rethread this, but I will get the head and the tail and 3 of the legs attached, and then there it is with one leg. Look at that. Now I have the head turned on purpose. It gives us some sort of little hello. And the tail is on. So if we have 1, we need 2 and 2. Oh my God, that's adorable. And look what we've got. Oh my gosh, isn't this just adorable? I don't care if the leg goes up a little bit like that. It's sewn on. It's not going anywhere. All these legs are sewn on. They're not going anywhere. The head's not going anywhere. The tail. Isn't that adorable? It's so it's like a tiny, it's like a small cat. I'm just gonna say it's the most adorable stuffy I've ever made. Look. Oh, Jessica, I hope that your baby adores this animal. Hope that your little baby will cherish this stuffy. Look at that face. You're gonna be like, oh my God, I know how you're gonna be, Jessica. All 4 legs, the head, the tail, the body. Oh my gosh, for my first time working with faux fur to make a stuffy, or to make anything in general, I think everything turned out pretty good. So you know what? I want everybody out there to stay happy, stay healthy, stay positive, and as always, stay positive, because this is just too darn adorable. Hello. Anyway, it is. Oh my gosh, I want to make one for me, except for I have, there's cats here, my friend's cats, but I think the cats would be jealous of this. Anyway, guys, I will see you in the next one. Oh my gosh, and tell me if you like this. I don't know who wouldn't. It's got that little sassy perk with the head being turned just a little bit. So I will see you guys. in the next one.